The invitation came in the middle of a quarterly report. A simple text from my wife, "Dinner with Dad tonight. Important." No details, no warmth, just finality. At the restaurant she was already seated. Perfect posture, practiced smile, glass of wine half gone. Her father sat opposite her, the faintest smirk curling at his lips. Beside him, a boy. No, a young man, 18 at most. Same jawline, same arrogance. They waited for me to sit before speaking. "We've been talking," her father began, his voice the sound of expensive bourbon and entitlement. "The company needs young blood, energy, vision." The boy smirked. "This is my son," he continued. "He's smart, ambitious. He'll be the next CEO." I watched my wife's eyes. She didn't flinch. She didn't need to. She'd already agreed to this long before I arrived. Everyone was smiling. I smiled too. Completely understand. They thought it was over. It wasn't. The boy spoke to me like I was an old man at the end of his usefulness. He thanked me for building the foundation he'd be inheriting. I listened, nodded, drank my wine. My wife's hand rested casually on the stem of her glass, but I noticed her nails, freshly done, not the color she usually chose for me. Later that night, she slept soundly beside me. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, counting her breaths. The pieces began to click. The sudden late nights, the laughter over muted phone calls, the shift in perfume, the subtle kind meant to leave no trace, except it always does. Her father's son, 18. No, it couldn't be. But my mind didn't deal in couldn't. It dealt in possibility. And possibility had a way of sharpening into truth. I started small. Phone records. Nothing obvious, just numbers she deleted before syncing. A hotel bill under her personal email, dated 3 weeks ago. A 2-night stay. Receipts tell better stories than people do. When she left for a networking dinner, I followed. Stayed far enough to blend into the city. Watched her step into a black car, her face illuminated by the glow of her phone. The boy was waiting when she arrived. Different clothes now, looser, more expensive. They laughed like co-conspirators. She touched his arm. Too familiar. Too deliberate. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I contacted a private lab. Hair samples. Hers, his. Easy enough to collect when they're careless. A DNA test takes time, but time is my oldest ally. I built this company brick by brick over 10 years. I know the patience required to dismantle something without making a sound. The envelope came on a Tuesday. The results were clean, unforgiving, 99.97%. I didn't rush home. I waited until dinner. We sat across from each other, her scrolling through her phone, me watching the way she avoided my eyes. I slid the envelope across the table. "What's this?" she asked. "Open it." She read. Her hand trembled. Her face drained of color. The boy was her father's son, and hers too. Not biologically, of course, but in every way that mattered to them. A shared secret, a shared bed. I didn't raise my voice, didn't ask why. She tried to speak, but I stood, calm. "Finish your dinner," I said. "You'll need your strength." The board meeting was already scheduled for Thursday. I moved it forward by a day. When they arrived, her father, the boy, her, they found me at the head of the table. I had signed the transfer documents at dawn, sold my shares to the one man her father feared most, his oldest rival. The rival sat beside me now, watching their faces crumble as the reality sank in. "The company's his now," I said. "Completely understand, right?" Her father's jaw tightened. The boy looked lost. She didn't meet my eyes. I stood, buttoning my jacket. "Oh, and one more thing. I left the DNA results in your office. Private matter. You'll want to deal with it before the press does." Silence. Heavy. Suffocating. I walked out. The doors closed behind me like the final page of a book I would never reopen. I didn't pack much, just enough to leave without looking back. The company was gone from my hands, but so was she. Both had rotted from the inside long before anyone noticed. On the flight out, I stared at the clouds. There was no relief, no grief, just space. I had given them everything: time, loyalty, trust. They mistook it for weakness. Now they had nothing. The truth is, I didn't destroy them out of anger. I destroyed them because they left me no reason to keep them alive in my world. And some things, once dead, should stay that way.